Alright guys, great, welcome to this GMAT session. We're gonna do some very interesting questions which have come in GMAT, which have come or which could come. Here's your first question. T equal to $6.8 AB8 if A and B denote the hundredth and the thousand digits respectively. If the sum of money T, what are the values of A and B? Statement 1 says if T was rounded to the nearest cent, the result would be 6.85, and the second statement says if T was rounded to the nearest tenth of a cent, the result would be 6.85. Great. Now, first, obviously, as we read this question, we will need to understand a few concepts, which either if you know them, great, and if you don't know them, I'm gonna refresh those concepts for you. Those are very critical concepts for this particular problem. And what are those concepts? Great. The concepts are, one is concept of decimals and rounding. Okay, so let's see the concept of rounding. What is the concept of rounding? I have a decimal. Let's say it's 123.245, right? Now, the digit which is in the 10th place. So if you notice, the 10th is the digit 2. It is immediately after the decimal place. The digit in the 100 place is 4, which is the next, and the digit in the 1000 place is 5, which is the next. Now, what would be this digit? This digit would be the unit place. Okay, this one would be the 2 over here, yeah, this would be the tens place, and this guy over here would be your hundredths place. So notice, before decimal we have units, tens, hundredths, and after decimal we have the tenth, then we have the hundredth, and then we have the thousandth. Now notice here, as I'm highlighting it here, it is TH, the decimal, after decimal we have the ending letters as TH, while before the decimal we have the ending letters as S. And also remember, there's nothing called unit. Okay, there's nothing called the unit place. Great. Alright, so that is, we know now what are the decimal places. Now what about rounding? If I'm rounding to the, let's say, the 10th place, then the rule of rounding says look at the next digit, the 100 digit. Now 100 digit here is 4. If your 100 digit is less than 5, we do not round up, so we leave 2 as it is. Okay, but if we are rounding to, let's say, the 100th place, and then we look at the next digit, which is 5, then we round it up, we round the 4 up by 1, and it becomes 5. Okay, so the rule says look at the next digit to the right. If the digit is 5 or more, then the original digit has to be rounded up by 1. If the digit to the right is less than 5, then we do not round it up, we leave it as it is. So try out a couple of questions to make sure that you mastered this. So let's say you have 123.5354 and you have to round it to the nearest 10th. Right, so what would be your answer? 10th. Okay, go to the 10th, which is 3. Look at the next digit, which is 5, because 5 is there, so we are going to round 3 up and it's going to become 4. Great. Now let's look at this question. If I'm going to round it to the 100th, what would be the answer? Look at the 100th place, which is 5. Look at the next digit, which is 4. Since 4 is less than 5, we do not do anything, we leave it as it is, and the answer is 123.35. Hope this concept of rounding is perfectly clear.